Today,
And
it's Madden NFL football. It's the AFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports.
Division. Yeah.
In the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 4, here's 1st and 10.
Oh, yeah.
They'll start with the option. And early, how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield? It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting it if they're going to continue to run the option.
And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line.
Yeah. Fumble. I received it. Yes, sir.
It really does. And I know if one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime you didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is. Just talking about training him to understand this is the amount you have. Make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Touchdown.
2nd down. Here's Chubb again.
Yeah.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb punching it in from a yard away. And the Browns are on the board first here in this division round. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0. They had the short field and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the clip?
Oh, his first throw of his playoff matchup is intercepted.
Yeah, boy.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
I think this will win a ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, wow, good. Let's go.
They run it again with Chubb.
Touchdown.
Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
14-0.
Yes. With the extra point. It's now 14-0. Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
Gotcha.
And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. They're trying to go first, do no harm. And right now, they're themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Second down and 6 now. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. Powers past him at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another first and 10. Jackson, option right, and they go backwards.
Yeah.
They're losing yards
Boy.
at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss.
Defense, bitch.
Not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Jackson going to run again.
Oh, he got me down. Ah.
And he's got this down to the 35.
Oh, shit.
So that run play nullified by the holding call of the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13.
Ah.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to hold that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop.
Oh, shit.
It wasn't a fumble.
Are you shitting me?
And the punt over the side in the air, and the
Damn.
snap inside the 35. Now Nick Chubb and the Browns get set for their next possession.
Nick Chubb,
He's over
baby, let's
40
do
yards
this.
here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been
Hail Mary.
dependable, and really
See
shouldn't
that?
underestimate what he's getting done
See
here.
that?
Because anytime you're on a pace that's going
Hail
to
Mary.
100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
Yeah, baby. Touchdown.
And all the way in.
Shit.
Touchdown, Cleveland. Jerry Jeudy, 68 yards. And the Browns continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
How does the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away? And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30.
What the fuck?
Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for possession. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stopped up in the backfield. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feel they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Henry again on 2nd down. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Last week in that wild card win, only one catch, and now he's got his first catch here, and it's good for a first down. Off the option, here's Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The speed of Jordan Hicks on display there as he gets the tackle for loss.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. That's complete.
2-minute warning.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 34-yard line. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Being chased out left. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of the legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now it's Jackson. All right, side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. With a gain of 5, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Jackson. This will be caught at the 2. Well, the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Henry will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown.
All right. Well.
Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy.
I missed it.
Tucker with the extra point.
All right, he got it.
They'll cut the lead to 21-7.
I missed blocking it. Almost had it
Good
now.
drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run.
Keep it on the left side.
Tucker now to kick it away.
That's the best
touchdown.
side. Let's go, Tuck. Oh, yeah.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Browns now going to take over late in this first half. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise.
Well, this is taking in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And it goes for a gain of 31.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 60 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he's just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report.
We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always.
Leading the way as his guys pick up win number 14
for quarter
on the
number 3.
year.
Let's keep it on the left side. That's the best
That's the
side.
name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. There all the way across the 40.
That's a tremendous start to the third quarter. These guys had their foot on the gas the entire first half. They continue to keep the accelerator down.
Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying they're away from throwing the football. That's still working. But they run it more effectively. They make it even bigger plays in the passing game. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And a good burst there, gets him 7 up to midfield.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's third and a few inches. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. But he has the first down yardage before they bring it down right at the 45. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
What were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have had a few pickups there.
I didn't mean to do that.
They look to improve this 14-point lead.
And that's a great run. And this is where you've got a running back that feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half. You got the lead. You're looking at moving on to the conference championship. And he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right of the yard.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. And again, it's Chubb. That tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. A give running right is Chubb. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
All right.
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter,
Okay.
you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's the...
And he is in the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jameis Winston keeping it himself for 7 yards out. And the Browns are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21. That time a 9-play drive. And in the end it's capped off by a 7-yard run. The kickoff unit is out of the field, and they will send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the gun, Jackson. He finds Bateman over the middle. He's still on his feet. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 65 yards. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Tucker now for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kick in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
And this is the worry because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
He gets away from 1. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 136 yards rushing for him now. The ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to give a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line. Yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. And Shovel driving middle here. He dives his way forward to right around the line. So nothing there that time. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They go up the middle with Chubb. And a decent gain there as that takes us to a 2-minute warning. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And all the way down inside the 5 and the 4. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Chubb is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play.
Motherfuckers.
But they understood the situation,
All right,
understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Get down.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Ravens ready to take over. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter. Now Jackson. That is Sean Bateman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you try not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
And this is going to be hauled in. All right, catch at the 10. Now you got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. To throw again is Jackson. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. And defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw.
Holy shit.
200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually
Mom,
looking
here,
at
let's
games
go.
where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down.
Damn.
They cannot convert.
Seriously?
They turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And it would appear that that 1st round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. A big play that time for Cleveland. 45 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Fuck yeah. Game's over. Bitch. Here we go. My Browns win, baby.
Still alive in the NFL playoffs. Move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting
Final,
to get those t-shirts
35 to 14.
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
Division. Well, fuck yeah. Well, there you go. And we got to upgrade, a couple of these actually out here. Oh, my boy Nick Chubb. Boy. Yeah. Hell yeah. All right. Advance to next. Buffalo Bills. Game day. Well, we're going to save it right here. All right. Subscribe for more smoke videos creeping up on your YouTube screen. Peace out.